So I want to cut the bubu gown. I'm using my ankara for the body of the gown, while I'm using this plain material for the pattern around the neck and around the and this part. So because it's a bubu gown, and a bubu gown is normally big, very very big, so this is my ankara material. I will join the edge, like the two edge together, to get the body size. I will measure the I will fold the two edge together to get the body size, because I want it to be very very big. So I hope you understand that. So after folding, this is my material. So from this my folded side, I will measure my neckline from this shoulder part. I will measure my neck part. So I hope you can see. So I'll measure my neckline, and because there is no zip at the back, so I'm not measuring shoulder, I'm just measuring the neckline. I'll use 5 for the wideness of the neck. 5. Mind you, this is the front part, so the back is the high neck, so I'll use 1 inch to cut out the back. Then I'll curve like this. But if you want to put zip at the back of your bubu, or you want to put button, then you can use 4. But because this my bubu now, I'm not putting button, I'm not putting zips, I'm using 5 inches to cut out the neckline. I don't need to cut out the shoulder. This part is already the shoulder part. That is how it is. So this part I'm cutting now is the front, so I will deepen the deepness of my neck. So remember the back, we're using 1 inch for the back. Then this front, I'll use two 2 inches to cut the deepness of the neck too. If you want it to be very deep, you can use 2.5. But if you check the picture before the video, you see that the neck is not that deep, so that I'm using 2 inches to cut the deepness of my neck. So that is it. Then I'll come to this side. This is my edge. I will measure. Remember, a length of a bubu is usually. So I'll come to this edge part, which is the side. This is the side of my bubu. Bubu usually come in length of 60. If the person is tall, 62. If the person is not tall, for 58, 56. So this is my bubu. I'm using length. I'm using length 60. I'm using length 60 for my bubu. Length 60. So when you remove 15 from 60, you should have 45. So I'll mark out my 45 on the side, though, the side of the gown. Mark out my 45. I will mark out my 45. Like from the down of my material is very long, so I'm trying to make use of the table. So from my 60 length, I will mark 15 downward, from 60 upward. So when you move 15 from 60, you have 45. But this is my 45. Like that is from shoulder to here is 45. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like from my shoulder, okay, let me make it easier. Your length of bubu is 60. So from my shoulder, I'll mark 45. So this is my 45. And because this bubu we are making is different from every other bubu, the down is a thinner part, while the body is a bigger part. So that's why I'm cutting 45. So from my 45, I'll cut my measurement like. So from my 45, I'll measure like this downwards. I don't know if you understand. Okay, let me use this pattern paper to explain what I've been saying since. Okay, this is my material for Ibubu, for example, and I'll be using the length I use on the material, although my paper is small, so that you can get what I'm saying. So remember, this length, the length of the material is 60. Okay, but this my length is between 15. So okay, let me just use the initial measurement I'll be using. Okay, my material is 60. I'm marking from the shoulder to 45. So shoulder to 45 is somewhere around here, somewhere around there like this. So my shoulder to 45, somewhere around there. So from this down part, which is from the 45 downwards, I will measure 15. 15. I'm explaining what I've said, what I've traced out on the material. I'm just explaining so you can understand better. So I'll mark at 15. So from my 45, I will just curve like this, downward. From my, this is from my 45. So from my 45, I'll just curve like this till I get to my 60. I don't know if you understand. I cannot use a bigger paper to, you will not really get it. So that I'm using a smaller paper to explain what I have said on the material. Remember, this is my shoulder part, and just the way my material is like this. Remember, you have to fold into